Hello guys, how we doing? What's this now? Video 13 or video 14? 14 I think, isn't it? I should look before I make these bloody videos, shouldn't I? But never mind, it doesn't matter, does it? So yeah, a bit of a different one for you today. Today is Friday the 25th of July. I almost said 26th then, that's tomorrow. Wishing my life away. Yeah, today is Friday the 25th of July 2025. Yesterday you'll notice I didn't put a video out. I didn't even go into the garage yesterday because I was away. Now, as you know, when I first started talking to you on these videos, I showed you my car and I told you my intentions, and the intention is to convert it into one of those. Okay, yes, I know it's a 4-door and that's a 2-door, but don't worry about that, more about that later. So basically, I was invited. The way I got my car, first of all, I spoke to Rally Sport Developments and basically found out that they do the 4-door conversions. Then I found out they actually build the complete car. They will build you a complete FIA historic registered car, and they can build you one from a 4-door shell. And they always start with very, very good shells. They don't start with rust buckets that need 3 years of restoration work before you can actually start working on the car. And also, when you are building a car, if you're gonna go gravel rallying with it, especially, you need a very, very strong solid shell. You don't want a patchwork quilt which is just full of plates. The odd patch here and there is going to be no issue whatsoever, but you don't really want a patchwork quilt. So basically, yeah, I got in touch with a guy called Gabriele over in Italy, and he found me 2 cars which turned out to be, one was a polished turd and one was a bit doubtful. And then I found my car, said to him, what do you think of this? And it turned out it was around the corner from his house, unbelievably. Got the whole of Italy it could have been, and it was around the corner from his house. So he went to see it, and it was a very, very solid car. And because he's such a lovely, trustworthy bloke, he didn't buy it himself because it was very reasonably priced. He didn't buy it himself. He said, yes, Nigel, buy it. So I gave thousands of pounds to a man I'd never met for a car I'd never seen in a country that's not attached to mine. So there we go. So basically, that's where the story began. And I got the car, had the car shipped over. It's all now registered. And then I discovered problems with the engine. And I found water in the gearbox. So what was going to be a couple of weeks getting it ready just so I could drive it on the roads, because the plan is to drive it around before the winter comes, drive it around for a few weeks and just enjoy it and get a feel for it and stuff and get used to it, and just keep it as it is for now. And then during the winter or early next year, whatever, start completely stripping it down to a shell. It'll go onto rotisserie, it'll get flipped over, and it'll be completely cleaned and seamed and everything. So, and then it will go up to Kevin up in Malton up north, and then it will be converted into a 2-door, and then I will get it back and do the rest of the work myself. Rally Sport Design Rally Sport Developments. I keep calling them Rally Sport Design because of the old company Rally Design, if you remember them. I don't know if they're still going, are they? But basically, Rally Sport Developments don't normally do this sort of thing, but as a one-off for me, they're doing it because I want to build the car myself. I'm not sure if they would do it regularly or whatever, because obviously you've got the time it takes. They've got to get the work it into the workshop, work it into the schedule. I'm already going to be waiting around a year, I think it is, to get mine even in there. So and I need to book a slot, but I'm not confident until I've got the car, I've started to strip it down, then I'm confident I've got a date to work to. I don't want to go and plan and say, right, you'll be getting the car 1st of September next year, and then end up with a load more problems, and in May next year I'm still trying to get it on the road. So I'm not going to go down that road. I'm sorry if I keep getting distracted. Dottie's down here licking my bloody feet. Little cow. So anyway, yeah, this video is a little bit different. I basically was invited yesterday to a test day where there were 3 of Rally Sport Developments 131s there. There was an Alitalia car, an early Rally Sport Development car, which is the, you'll see that one. That one was driven by Nick Elliott and co-piloted by Dave Price, very famous historic rally drivers. Had a lovely chat with Nick, lovely, lovely bloke, and he told me a few things about rallying these days that I found absolutely shocking. So it was a very interesting chat with him. I got to meet Mr. Hetherington from Northern Ireland. He actually drove all the way over with his trailer from Northern Ireland to come and do this one-day event to get these 3 cars together. There were going to be 4, but one wasn't quite ready, so there would have been 4, but there's actually 3 there. So I took a few bits of video footage. I didn't do any of the, you know, holding the camera up with cars in the background and me talking, because that would have just been daft. It was extremely dusty there. It was very, very dusty. The dust got literally everywhere. I mean everywhere. Yes, inside your clothing. The dust got everywhere. So yeah, it was unbelievably dusty, and it was a very, very sort of, what you'll see from the pictures, a very, very fine, light coloured, almost like talcum powder. It just built, they took a wheel off and there's like, you know, an ice cream container of dust just fell out the back of the wheel. It was unbelievable. So yeah, there's some big names in this, and well, big names in my world anyway. So and I will basically do a talk over each video and just talk you through what's happening. And so yeah, sit back and enjoy. It's not going to be a very long one. I'm not sure how long all the videos add up to, but yeah, enjoy. And just bear in mind that it's, you know, Kevin is Rally Sport Development. Gabriele is, I like to call my man in Italy, but he's not my man at all. He's been an absolute, total and utter star. Absolute, utter star. So thank you very much, Gabriele. And he even brought some parts over for me yesterday. So that was, I've got some more parts to add to the project now. So enjoy, and I'll see you back with another engine building video maybe tomorrow. Okay, so here we have, this is Gabriele's car, and that guy you can see there in the back working on the bonnet pin, that is Kevin. He's the guy that builds these cars. He's an absolute master, and he's just now talking to Gabriele, and the guy getting in the car is none other than the famous Paolo Diana. He is a very, very famous rally driver, and those of you that love Fiat 131s will know exactly who he is. There are many, many videos of his on YouTube. Just having a quick walk around the car, you can see there the beautiful Series 1 rear lights. This was actually a very, very good shell. This was a 4-door car, and if you want to go and look at Rally Sport Developments on Facebook, you will see this car come together from, in no time at all. Only a few weeks ago, it was a shell, stripped of all its underseal and paint and everything on a rotisserie out the front yard. So you will see it come together. This was actually filmed yesterday, Thursday, and on Wednesday night, that engine in that car was being fitted. I don't know, was it being fitted or it wasn't even fitted yet? They've been doing like 15, 16, 17, 18 hour days to get this car ready for this event. I almost wasn't going. I thought it was almost getting cancelled, but it didn't in the end, luckily. And got to go and see the beautiful cars. That in the background there, that's the guys working on. You can see that's Nick Elliott and Dave Price's car there, and there's Paolo's co-driver getting in. They came all the way from Italy. As I say, you got drivers there from Italy. You had a car there from Northern Ireland, and you know everything came down from Malton. So Dave Price is up from sorry, not Dave Price, Nick Elliott is from Cheltenham. I'm from Gloucester, so it was all of us coming together at this place in Wales, and very, very nice indeed. It was a lovely, lovely day. Okay, so you can see here, there's Gabriele, and the girl in the background is one of the, I don't know if it's Paolo or the co-driver's girlfriend, or wife maybe, I don't know, but she was there enjoying it, and she was very nice. When I originally got there, I spoke to Paolo and he didn't speak an absolute word of English at all. But, that's Gabriele there guiding him back. So there's Gabriele's car, one careful owner. You think 24 hours previous to this, that car didn't even run. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable, and it just went trouble-free. But it had some little issues with tyres. I think it was the compound was maybe a little soft or whatever, but they were absolutely destroying tyres. So that's Paolo driving off, ready now to start the stage, which unfortunately you can't see from the paddock where we were. This is the car that's come from Ireland. Absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, it's a Series 2 car, and it's right-hand drive as well, which is unusual. So you can see the name there, Mr. Hetherington and Mr. Nolan. There's the RSD engine, which is basically identical, if not a little better than the original Abarth engine. So I'm going back to saying Abarth because I was told by Gabrielle that Abarth is actually wrong. So there we go. Apparently they say Abarth. They sort of pronounce the arth is arth. So there you go. And there's Mr. Hetherington driving away in that beautiful Alitalia coloured car. And then here you can see this is some actual driving at last. Just enjoy the noise. That's Paolo in his first time out in this car, or the first day out in this car. And that bit coming down the hill looks like he's just a passenger. And here he is coming up the hill. And as you can see, really chucking it in, really throwing some stones up in the air. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, what do you think of that? Absolutely incredible. What a day. Not much footage there because I find that I see so many people these days, they go to events and they watch the whole bloody thing through their phone. You know, you don't enjoy it. You don't get to see it, and you know, because I swear when you're there, that car is going twice as fast as it looks as it is on there. Whenever you see anything, I've always found this in motorsport, when you're actually there, everything happens a lot faster than it does on screen. Filming seems to really slow it down. But yeah, I wanted to enjoy the atmosphere. But I saw Paolo do 6 runs, I think, and I filmed a couple of them there. But I wanted to enjoy the others. I got absolutely showered in stones when I was on the outside of the corner, which was a very silly move. And the last person that did that to me was Di Llewellyn in an Audi Quattro. So there we go. That was many years ago. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It was absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed the day. Luckily, I took my van. I managed to help them out and get some tyres changed in Aberystwyth, which was a long old drive. Rob came with me. He was a great guy. And yeah, really felt part of the team. Really enjoyed it. And it's really given me a buzz. So there we go. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.